Welcome to English Threshold. This is session 1. So I'm going to introduce myself, the program, and present our methodology. As you can see from the information in this slide, my name is Jorge Enrique Hernandez Parada. I'm a master in linguistics and I graduated at UDA Columbia. I'm a bachelor in English and Spanish education and I graduated at UPB Columbia. I'm an official translator and an interpreter certified by the Ministry of Justice of Colombia. I'm the author of Cognate Verb Dictionary, published by Escuela de Idiomas at UDA. On this slide you can see all my information. Read it, and then if you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer them. Now let's talk about you. Say something about yourself. Tell us a little bit about you, your name, profession, or subject of interest, your hobbies, and anything else you would like to tell us. I have some recommendations, and that is precisely the most important thing we have to consider. To have an appropriate and a functional class environment, we must be connected on time, wear headphones, be in a quiet or silent place, turn on your webcam, be motivated to participate and interact in class. Remember, this is the most important thing, to participate and interact in class. What are the course program expectations? Well, they're divided into 3 and they are for you. It's expected that you should be on time every class. I call the roll, and if you're absent, I mark you absent. If you're going to be absent, please send me an email ASAP. Remember that missing 20% of the course is a reason for you not to pass. No assignments will be accepted after the due date. We establish deadlines because we have a work schedule, and so it's not negotiable. Your participation is essential, so you must be prepared to participate in every class. This includes watching, listening, preparing mini talks or podcasts, reading, and especially writing assigned material, and bringing all required resources at all times. You should be ready to ask questions regarding issues resulting from your work with the material and peer-professor interactions. You must maintain ultimate professionalism and ethics at all times. If you would disagree with any ideas in class, feel free to say so respectfully. Your professor believes that the classroom is a community of learners and scholars, so polite interactions are important for the success of our academic practices. And third, remember ethical guidelines. All assignments must be original. Please produce your own work because it's sanctionable. If you cheat or incur in plagiarism, don't copy and paste, just write what you think and express what you think. Okay, let's talk about our methodology. UDM Language Center's instructional model focuses on 21st century approaches to give you real-time online lectures and independent additional online practice sessions. The school's academic learning framework is a task-based and project-based model. That means you work and produce, and we see the results of that work. Our first topic is, what were pre-Columbian people like? That's the question. So, what's the topic? Archaeologists have determined that pre-Columbian culture was very different from what we imagined. We have always asked how people migrated to America, how long ago the first people came to America, how big the population that lived in pre-Columbian America was, where colonization took place, which empires ruled pre-Columbian era, what natives used the entire continent for, what helped pre-Columbian Native Americans develop their societies, which technology and science natives used, and what caused the decline of pre-Columbian Native American society. So our class objective is to talk about the pre-Columbian times. Now, when we say pre-Columbian times, we mean before Columbus. So, pre-Columbian days. How do you think pre-Columbian life was? Well, you will watch a video named The Truth About Native Americans Before Europeans Arrived by Step Back History. And, as it says in Task 1, you will watch the video 2 times. Then create a vivid depiction or image or description of our ancestors in your mind. Then you will write a 6-sentence paragraph describing either men, women, a child, or a place in pre-Columbian days. Be prepared to read it during an online conference. Okay, something important to mention is syntax and phrases. Syntax is word order, is the order of our ideas, the way we write and the way we speak, to sound logical and coherent. We have words, phrases. Now, phrases are important because if you can write good phrases, you can write good sentences. Therefore, you can write good paragraphs and good essays, and finally, good papers and even good books. So, please watch the video phrases recording number 33 and answer the following question. Using phrases. How was pre-Columbian life? Okay, in this task, you're going to watch the video and you will see that the video gives you a synopsis of phraseology in English with an overview of the various types of phrases commonly used in spoken and written English. Phrases are essential when building coherent, cohesive communication. People can communicate simply using phrases, and excellent sentences are a result of good phraseology. So please watch the video, listen carefully, imitate the pronunciation to improve yours, and take notes to produce 20 examples of the various types of phrases speaking about pre-Columbian times, pre-Columbian days. All right, now let's brainstorm. What's brainstorming? Well, brainstorming is when we start thinking many words and especially many phrases about a topic, and we write them down on a piece of paper or we record them. In this case, we're going to brainstorm pre-Columbian history. Brainstorming is a fundamental item to prepare spoken interactions as well as written texts. Native English speakers always use phraseology to communicate simple ideas or to answer questions. Review the various types of phrases, classify the different types of phrases. Finally, think of examples of phrases referring to pre-Columbian life. In Task 3, you will watch a video named Telling Stories. Take notes and then write your own version of the story they mention in the video in a 6-sentence narrative paragraph. Again, tell your version of the story in a video narration no longer than 2 minutes. Remember, you're telling a story. So, let's tell our own version of history. Remember that when we tell stories, anecdotes, jokes, or report the news, we are narrating a sequence of events, presenting a situation. Narration is a sequence of events that lead to an expected ending or a surprising ending. Stories have a central idea, what the story or event is about. They have characters, who it is about. A plot, a conflict, a complication, a climax, a resolution of a story or an event. Some brief, adequate description and a setting, when and where the story happens. So based on your knowledge of narrations, please narrate your version of a normal day in pre-Columbian life in a 6-sentence narrative paragraph. Finally, these are the references of the videos we have used in this session. Practice, practice, and practice, because remember, practice makes perfect. Have a wonderful day, take care of yourselves, and bye-bye.